Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Come on in, pull up a chair, get comfortable, etc., etc. This is going to be a important but potentially very boring video, but after you watch it, I'm going to try to keep it short. You'll be glad that you did, and I'm sure down the line, if there's new information that you learned about this, you'll be extremely thankful for it. So what I'm talking about is computer backups, and there's a couple of different ways to back up files and things that I want to mention briefly, but I'm going to be gearing everything towards our computer-based studio. And so, as everybody says, or you may have heard, digital information, unless it's in two places, it doesn't exist. So I highly recommend backing up your files, your hard drives, etc., in your studio. This is extremely important. Now let me say, I just recently had a computer crash. I've got a newer computer, but I had to replace my C drive, and I did not have my C drive totally backed up, and I spent an extra weekend just installing all my programs and everything. So there's a way that you can work around that, and that would be with using a product something as this, the Acronis PC Backup True Image Recovery. Now let me talk about a little bit about this, because some people don't like having these kind of programs on their DAWs, and I tell you, I bought the program, I bought the CD, but it is not installed on my hard drive. It's not installed on my computer. What you get with it is you get the CD, and then you get a big empty box, and you can use the CD to boot Windows again, or you can access their image making without installing the program. When you get in and install the program, I will admit that potentially, like Semantic or some of the other programs, Norton's, it'll just dig into your computer and you can't get rid of it once it's on there. And I just assume not to have it running in my background either. But by just booting off of the CD, I can go ahead and make an image file of my C drive, or my operating system file, my operating system drive, and I don't have to install the program. This way I can use it on as many computers that I want. I don't have to buy the program. They have versions like the Family Pack version that costs significantly more, so I can use it on 3 computers, or etc., etc. This way I can just buy the single copy version and use it on as many computers as I want to do. So I've used it on my home studio computer, I've used it on my wife's computer, and it works out great. Now, let me explain. You can't just drag the files on all your operating system files onto another hard drive, because your operating system is running, so therefore you need a special program to be able to back up your operating system and also back up the way that things are installed. Now, when I'm talking about reinstalling programs and everything, I've got some programs like TuneTrack, and I'm using Sonar Producer, and they've had several updates in it, especially TuneTrack just recently went through a whole bunch of updates. And so when you install the program, then you got to go down to their site and upload all the updates again. And if I make an image of my C drive and I have a problem with it, if it becomes corrupt or I need to replace it, I can take that latest image, which hopefully will include all my programs that are installed and all the updates, and reinsert that image back onto my C drive or onto my new C drive, and I'm right back to where I left off again. I don't have to go back and re-register all my programs and everything like that. So that's a big lifesaver. Now let me talk about something like your audio files. Now, I don't recommend that you would use a program like this to back up the audio files. I think you can just go ahead and drag and copy these files onto another hard drive. And I would get something, this Seagate, this is a 2 terabyte hard drive, so it can hold an immense amount of audio files, and even quite a bit of video files. And so what I'll do is I'll just drag what I have on my computer onto a separate hard drive just dedicated for backup, and that works great. But again, when I want to make an image of my C drive or my operating system drive, you got to use something like this Acronis PC Backup and Recovery, or the Norton System Ghost, or whatever your favorite is. But this has worked great. My computer builder, the guy that custom built my computer, highly recommended this. He says he's used this for years and years and never has had any problems with it. I actually had to use it because when he built my computer, he had the system image of my C drive on one of my sample drives that was also installed in my computer. I put in the new C drive, used that image file, and bang, I was right back up to where I was. Now, I did have a bunch of other programs that I had installed since I got the computer, so I had to do that. But I have now since made a new update file using this program, and so if I have any problems in the future, I can be back and running probably within a half an hour. I highly recommend it. I don't necessarily recommend installing the program, but I recommend purchasing the program, and then you can use it as I recommend. You can use the DVD to boot off of and then use their features. And just lastly, what you're not getting if you don't install the program is things to where you can get on a schedule to automatically back up and things like that. But really, in the Project Studio, we're not concerned so much with that. We're just concerned with that one major backup, being able to boot if our Windows operating system C drive is down, and this will allow you to do it. Hopefully that wasn't too boring, and hopefully you really won't have to thank me for it in the future. But if you didn't know about it, think about a product like this. It's really not that expensive. I got this off of Amazon for about $25. You go to Best Buy, it'll cost you $50. So go ahead, and you want the hard copy also too, because it'll rather than downloading it off the internet, because you'll get that bootable CD. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.